Also making it into the headlines tonight, today marks International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists.
According to the United Nations, over 800 journalists have been killed world over for gathering news and information during the past decade. A statement from the United Nations, issued in line with the International Day to End Impunity for Crime Against Journalists, reads, "The International Day was declared by the UN in order to commemorate the death of 2 French journalists killed on the 2nd of November 2013 in Mali. Through its resolution, UN condemns the attack and violence against journalists and media workers. It also urges member states to do their utmost to prevent violence against journalists and media personnel and to ensure accountability by bringing perpetrators to justice." Journalist Sunanta Deshapriya spoke to Newsfirst via Skype from Switzerland.
Something like this is very important to us Sri Lankans because throughout the past, which exceeds a decade, Sri Lankan journalists and media institutions have been subjected to various forms of violence. What needs to be done is to conduct investigations into past crimes. 2 years have passed, yet nothing is being done about this. The President appointed a committee in this regard so that journalists and media institutions who were victimized could file a complaint to this commission and receive compensation. But how many complaints have been lodged? Is compensation being paid? There is no transparent policy showing how the compensation is being paid.
The Free Media Movement also expressed their views on violence experienced by journalists in the recent times.
When we look at Sri Lanka's history of media oppression, at least 54 journalists and 29 media employees have been silenced to death. We have also lost 4 owners of media institutions. If we look at the last decade, which saw the disappearance of Pragit Eknaligoda, we could say that the decade from 2000 to 2010 was deadly for Sri Lanka's media personnel. During 2000 to 2010, 19 mainstream journalists were silenced to death, while 2 were reported missing, namely Pragit Eknaligoda and Rajiv Varman from Jaffna. And in one instance, the Sirasa Media Complex was set on fire. This is important to us, especially in a backdrop where no justice has been meted out to the violence experienced by journalists.